at you all the way from our dorm rooms to your conference rooms. Sabah and Dan Teeman here, two college students who are ready to talk to you guys about business and lifestyle from our personal experiences.
Each week we'll discuss about our lifestyle as college students as well as our tips and strategies starting in the business field. We'll bring on successful entrepreneurs in the millennial generation to share with us their journey and how they got started and where they're at now.
Our goal is to help you students, millennials, and entrepreneurs gain inspirational advice by our spontaneous conversations and meaningful guidance. Let's dive on in.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another amazing episode of Dorm Rooms and Conference Rooms. It's episode 25, and today we'll be talking about determination and drive. Sabah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. The weather's so nice out. It's the first day of spring that we're recording this. Obviously, it'll air this Wednesday, but I'm just really happy because it's getting warmer outside.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm actually recording this with my window open, so if you guys do hear little birds and chirping in the background or something, I couldn't resist today. But like I said, what we're going to be talking about is about drive and determination today. And Sabah, just to, get us going really quick. What makes you so determined? What's the drive within you? Why do you do what you do? Let's hear some stories about what drove you to get into fashion while in college and how you just keep going every day.
Definitely. So I think the main driving factor that I have is I don't want to work for somebody else. So ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to own my own business. I always loved to do everything fashion. So when I came to college, it was just something that I really wanted to do in life. So one of my main drives, so like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think about is me like 10 years down the line. Like, what am I going to be doing? I visualize myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have my own store in like New York. I'm going to have my name everywhere. I'm going to be the big influencer in my industry. And that's what really drives me every single day, because having that visualization in the morning before you do anything, before your day, that really motivates you like throughout the day to really be determined at that main goal. So I know I've done that every single day. I've done that for small goals as well, just being determined, and then I always get that end factor.
So when your day begins, do you have a routine that you do? Do you wake up, drink a cup of coffee, meditate, read a couple pages in a book, or how do you really begin your day?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you asked me that, because I'm writing a book right now. So all you guys who are listening, you guys have probably heard me talk about that, but I actually have a whole chapter dedicated to my morning routine. So I'll give you guys a little excerpt about like what I do. So in the morning, I wake up and then I go do my workout. I work out for a good 30 to 45 minutes. And right after that, I meditate for about 5 to 10 minutes. And during that entire time period, I don't talk to anybody. So in the morning when I wake up, I really try not to talk to anybody, just because that's my time to just really relax, rewind, and really collect my thoughts for the day. Because when I do that and when I'm meditating, I like to visualize myself in my main future goal. Because when you do that in the morning before doing anything else, it really helps you motivate yourself for the day. And really, so like when you're doing everything else, you always have that main goal in your head. So after I do that, after I meditate, I go eat breakfast. I'm not really a coffee drinker, so I don't drink coffee, but I'm pretty sure everybody else does. But drink their coffee, eat breakfast, whatever. And then I write down 3 of my main goals that I want to get done for the day. So myself, you, Dan, everybody else in college, they're so busy all the time. They have so much stuff going on. So every day I write down 3 goals that I really want to get done in the day. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the majority of my morning routine that really helps me throughout the entire day.
So I like to I work out too. Like that's like one of the biggest things you can do while being in college to really unwind is just go for a workout, go for a run, jog, whatever you want to do, weight lift, anything like that. Where Sabah might do it in the morning, I actually get my workout in at the end of the day because it's the last thing I like to do before I go to bed. I like to get a workout in. It clears my mind from the day and it just helps me unwind, just being able, just get in the weight room really quick with a couple of my friends, not even by myself. But I put my music in and just helps me just relax at the end of the day. Whereas my morning routine's pretty basic. I wake up, and some days might be a little bit later than others. I'm not set to a set time, even though I am trying to wake up gradually earlier every day. But my morning routine tends to be I wake up and I just I sit up in bed and I just sit there and just relax for 5 to 10 minutes, take a deep breath. I write all my goals down for the next day at night. And that's what I find most productive for myself. I like to know what I'm going to do during the day. So whether it's my 3 most important things I want to get done through the day, as well as just a schedule of what I have going on through the day. So I like to write down that I have class from this time. I like to know what I'm going to eat. I like to put in there some time for myself, whether it's clean my room or something like that. You have to schedule that in, because if you don't schedule that into your own time, you're not going to be able to, plan it out. You have to schedule it in. A lot of, high-level CEOs even schedule in family time into their day because it helps them unwind and get back into things. But another driving factor of mine overall, though, is just family in general. I want to make my family, very proud of me. I, do a lot of things for my dad and my mom just to make them proud of who I am. And it's just what's inside of me to really keep me going through some of the hard times. So, Sabah, talk about like a hard time that you had when you really weren't, determined to, really keep going on with an entrepreneurship deal or with, dancing or something like that. And how did you kind of overcome that little battle?
Yeah, so I feel like sometimes, I know last year around this time period actually, it was when I was having a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sure a lot of college students can relate to this also. When they have so much going on, they kind of just want to drop everything and be like, okay, I'm done. I don't really want to put up with any of this anymore. And I know I've gotten to that point before where I just have so much going on, and I just didn't really schedule out my day or anything that much that I thought about doing everything at once, and it just my mind was so overflown with all my thoughts that I just wanted to explode. And that's the point that I never want to be at again, just because it's so hard to tell yourself okay. I mean, I tell myself every day okay, I can do this no matter what, because I've gone through every single thing. I'm here doing everything that I want to be doing right now. But to prevent yourself from getting to that point is really scheduling out your day, what we were talking about right now, is really planning your day to make sure that you don't think about every single thing at once. Otherwise, that's what really makes you stressed out. And stressing, obviously, it happens to everybody in college, but overstressing is really bad for your health and body. So not getting to that point is a really good thing. And this really great quote that I like from Shanti is, at the end of the day, your feet should be dirty, your hair messy, and your eyes sparkling. So, I mean, I like to start out my day working out and stuff. But I really grind every single day for everything that I'm doing, no matter what it is I'm working on. Obviously, I'm in college, so I have a lot of classes going on. I have this podcast. I'm trying to start my business. So I try and do 100% on everything that I want to do for that day. So then at the end of the day, I just reflect on my thoughts and then just prepare for the next day.
And that actually brings me into a quote that I actually found from Michael Johnson about, you can't control what the other athlete is going to do. You can't control anything except for your competition and how you execute the race or how you execute the task. So that going into what Shanti said, as in, you can only control so much. You can only do what you can get done at the end of the day. If shit hits the fan or something like that, you can't control that. But how you handle the situation is really all that matters, So when I dealt with the passing away of my father, I couldn't control that was going to happen, but you have to keep going through it, You just have to keep driving, you have to keep going, because the world doesn't stop. When anything happens, the world just keeps going every single day. So if your business fails, or if your competition starts beating you at one point, you just got to keep going past that. You got to find something deep within to just keep you moving forward. I mean, I've had so many times here where playing lacrosse that I've just wanted to, quit because it's a senior year, and I've just had so much going on with this, and was, just being a college senior where all my friends want to go do stuff, and it's just hard. But you got to, lock down what you want to get done, and you got to stick to it at all costs, because that's the end goal. You got to always remember your end goal in life. You'll always want to know what you got going on.
And when you do get to that point, it's always good to remember why you started, because every time I get to that point, I think back on why I actually started doing everything, and that just kind of helps me reflect on, okay, I'm doing this because of my end goal, because I want to do this in life, and I really want to achieve something and make my family proud, my friends proud. So when you do get at that stressful point, just think back to why you actually started doing it, and that means you will get over this little speed bump that you have, and you're just going to be really passionate about what you're doing.
And what's really funny, actually, talking about trying to get over tasks and stuff like that, Brandon actually tagged us on something on Instagram. I'm sure you saw that. You and I talked about it, actually. But it says, one of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. And I like that because it's true. It's a Napoleon Hill quote. So, you you just can't, get caught up in that. And when you're down and out, you just can't stop. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep going. And you just got to keep, living your life to the fullest potential and really just do what you love at the end of the day. And when you do what you love, it's not working. It's not going to be, hard work on you. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a smile. Your hair's going to be dirty. Your hands are going to be all gross, or your hair's going to be a mess. Your hands are going to be dirty, and you'll keep sparkling in those eyes because you love what you absolutely do. And you're just going to keep going because that's what drives you. Your businesses should be what drives you because it should be what you love to do, or else entrepreneurship isn't for you. If you don't love your business, or if you're not obsessed with it, you're going to fail at it super quick because it's not something that you could do once a week, twice a week, or something like that. It's an ongoing process of, how can I make myself better? How can I make my business better? What can I do? And all that. Sabah and I face those challenges every day in the different things that we're doing with dorm rooms and conference rooms, or versus what she's doing with fashion and writing a book, and with what I'm doing with digital marketing. Like, if I didn't like digital marketing so much, I wouldn't be, sitting up till 1 a.m., finding different ways to do funnels for real estate agents or for swim instructors, and putting out a full PDF file on how they should be built and all that information, how we're going to target and all that, if I didn't truly love it. So you have to make sure you love what you do when you do entrepreneurship, or else you're going to fail really quick.
For sure. And drive and determination, it is something that you can practice to make yourself better, but it kind of just comes naturally to you when you really love what you do. So Dan, when you were talking about, everything that we're doing, I'm doing a fashion thing, you're doing the marketing thing, it just really comes naturally to us. We don't force ourselves to love what we do. It just, when we do love everything that we're doing, the drive and the determination follows. So don't force yourself to do something that you think will be a good fit for you. Just do something that you love, and then you will see that drive, that passion, waking up every morning, writing down your goals, and then just really grinding throughout the day.
Yeah, guys, and if you want more information about Sabah and myself, you can find us at dr2cr.com, where we talk more about drive and determination, as well as everything that has to do with entrepreneurship. And then if you want to find us personally, you can find me at danieltiemann.com, and you can find Sabah at sabahali.com. Sabah, what are some final words here?
Go out there and grind like never before. Find your passion. Really just follow your dreams and make it happen, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening on Dorm Rooms to Conference Rooms.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Dorm Rooms and Conference Rooms. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you haven't joined our accelerator program yet, you can find that at livetogrind.com/college, where we connect you with today's latest influencers and experts in their fields.